gonna start. Special day. Okay, we have to be like. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so could we get the new executive student council to come up?
Stand right in front of
Stand
the
right
person.
in front of us. So,
In front of your person.
yes. All right. So we're gonna do stuff.
Yes.
And we have presents and stuff. Yes. Sorry, I got in at like midnight last night, so I'm a little tired. So, okay.
There we go. Okay, Ben Nixarian, the quietest person at York School. Do you solemnly swear to be very loud at break?
Wait, if I'm getting sworn in, hold on a second. Alright, you may continue.
Okay, yes, so for Ben, I got, so yes, this is the York year, because you're so quiet.
Here, you can have that. Just put that back in the office. I also got some flowers. Just so you always remember your feminine side because you're so masculine. And then I don't know if this will fit on your head. Oh, there we go. Yes, and then the York Constitution. Yeah, it exists. I don't know. Okay, you're back.
Alright. So Josh, I have an oath for you to follow. Raise your right hand. Do you swear to do your best to uphold the honor of the student council?
What? Repeat.
Yes. Say yes or no.
Yes,
Okay. Do you promise to always do your best to protect the president and give him your full support?
I do.
Do you swear to keep clean the sacred throne and always shush the student body at break?
Yes.
Alright, this part is the repeat after me part.
Okay.
I, Joshua Rhee,
I, Joshua Rhee,
upcoming senior,
upcoming senior,
understand that I'm taking on a great responsibility.
understand that I'm taking on a great responsibility.
Though I may not be as bearded or brown as my predecessor,
I may not be good as brown as my predecessor.
I will do my best
I'll do my best
to support the Armenian hunk
to support the
that is the president
that is the president.
with my six-pack abs,
My abs,
chiseled jaw, and overall Asian sex appeal.
and overall Asian sex appeal.
Amen.
Amen.
All right. In honor of what your sister did to me once. I present the official. You may choose to hang it up next to mine. This is yours now.
Activities coordinators. Willow and Katie, do you accept this trash bag and promise to pick up the remnants of all water balloons?
We do. And though the roof may not be your son, do you promise to raise it? Put the hats on. Put them on. Oh, come on. Come on. Willow, it was on the top of it. Touch the top. There, you got it. There you go. Congratulations. Way to go.
Emily Musto, do you accept this Ziploc bag?
What?
Colorful rubber bands for holding bills to count the money properly. Yeah. Then take this Sears candy lollipop. May you always calculate carefully.
Joseph Reed, I present to you the notebook that was passed down to me from Sarah Cho. Crayons for doodling during meetings. A pen to take careful notes. Post-it notes to remind people with. And 3 erasers that I found on my desk. You can have the bag too.
Repeat after me. I, Montana Sprague,
I, Montana Sprague,
swear to represent every student of York
swear to represent every student of York
to the Board of Trustees with pride and honor,
to the Board of Trustees with pride and honor,
no matter how intimidated or bored I might be.
no matter how intimidated or bored I might be.
I will have courage in the face of confusing numbers,
I will have courage in the face of confusing numbers,
endless debates,
endless debates,
and always speak my mind no matter what.
and always speak my mind no matter what.
Now, as your gift, I present a selection of ties because one of the most important parts of being the representative of the Board of Trustees is looking classy at the meetings. You can have all 3 of them.
Tech officer and hold the great power vested in you? You do. Do you promise to be hopeful and productive at student council meetings?
Yes.
Do you promise to become the most ingenious tech officer that the world's ever seen?
Yes.
Then take these glow sticks to help you bring the light of technology to
Oh, sit down.
Yes, please.
Everybody guys take Girls lacrosse is having a game today at 4 on the lower field, and it's against Salinas, so it should be a really good game for both sides. So it would be great if you guys came to support.
Seniors, please go to Pathways. You have 2 surveys to complete this. And then also 10th and 11th grade, you participated in the PSAT and SAT trial. Your gift cards are here. Also, if you are directing on WNAC and haven't spoken to me about picking a date so we can work online, you need to do that. Thank you.
If any of you guys were backstage recently and accidentally left with 1 or 2 pairs of purple pants, we really need them back. Also, if you guys are in a one act and want to be a really nonchalant character, as in background, and you literally have to do nothing in another one act, please see me by the flagpole after break.
Quiz Bowl, room 3, at lunch.
So for our 20% project, John and I have been working with the Veterans Transition Center, and so we're currently collecting magazines to donate to them.
And we're looking for history or politics or science magazines, no tabloids, none of that.
And so there's going to be a box outside in the breezeway. Please donate.
So yesterday the girls softball team had a game against Marina, and we played really hard, but we lost 5-10. It was a really good game though. The runs were scored, 1 by Katie, 1 by Emma, 1 by Tiana. And Maria scored 2, and she's in the newspaper. Yay. And Bella had an awesome double play, so it was good. Thanks for everyone who came to watch, and please start coming to our game.
Mahdi United Nations, we're having our elections tomorrow at lunch in the Spanish room, room 2. If you haven't been to meetings, but you'd like to participate next year and you want to have a say in who's in charge of the club, please show up. Also, candidates, remember to prepare a little something to try and explain why you should be elected. Are you going to... Yeah, Alex!
On a hot Sunday afternoon, I was shaking. I stood on the pitcher's mound practicing for the 5th inning. My sweat collected on the back of my jersey, my leather glove stuck to my hand. I focused on the crouching figure, 60 feet away from me, my catcher, waiting to move in case I missed him. I would step back, pick up my leg as I changed directions and hurled the rough ball straight towards my target. He usually would catch it, but occasionally the ball would sail over his head. Before I knew it, my first opponent was at the plate. I went through my motions, and something amazing happened. My catcher caught the ball. Now, I've been pitching ever since I was in the 7th grade, but this was the first time I was performing at a higher level. All the other kids in my league were sophomores, juniors, or seniors. I was the only freshman in the league. But even though we met on Sundays to play one game, which wasn't that competitive, I still wanted to make an impression on the older kids. And that inning, I didn't do so well. I let 4 runs score for the other team, and I eventually had to be replaced. And that was one of our first games, and my teammates' reactions surprised me. I thought they were going to tell me off, or just not speak to me at all. But instead, the majority of them congratulated me. They said I would do better next time. I just didn't want to think about how that next time would turn out. I just didn't want to embarrass myself. But I was actually surprised. Another Sunday afternoon arrived, and I was ready to pitch in our second to last game. Our team pulled through the game with minimal points. It was 2-1 in our favor, and the top of the 6th inning slowly crept in. I resumed my position as pitcher, but this time, something felt a little different. It was as if I was being supported, kept up almost. I realized that it was the rest of my team, as if they were sending me positive thoughts. Maybe it was just because I knew they wouldn't be angry at me if I messed up. And the first pitch went down with ease. The second one blew down to home plate with just as much effort. Before I knew it, the inning was over. I didn't make a fool of myself. Now that inning was one out of many. I made the best out of what could have easily been another embarrassment. Now, even in the worst situations, I don't feel like I'm being judged. I realize that I can put myself into difficult scenarios and not feel that awkward. I always tell my friends that I don't judge them, because I don't. And now, looking at it from the other way around, it doesn't seem like you are judging me. Thank you.
Fine Arts Weekend, this weekend, Friday night, 7:30 in the theater, the jazz concert. Noon on Saturday in the theater, the one-act plays, written and directed by you and acted by you. 1 to 1:45, ice cream. In the upstairs art room, and then the art show where most of you will have work being on exhibit in the Student Center. At 1:45, we start a series of concerts, first here with the orchestra, then we move to the gym for the concert band and the combined band and orchestra, then we come back here for the choral concert. It's going to be a great couple of days. Hope to see you all there. I know that almost half of you are probably involved in it, so be there.
So, some Big Sur Marathon announcements. First off, we are going to have a meeting today at lunch in room 8, and I'm going to put a couple reminder signs around the school, BSIM, Big Sur International Marathon. That's what that is. If you see that sign, come to room 8. We have enough volunteers for our stations down the coast. Actually, stations. We are doing a station and a half down the coast. And the 10 people who did not get their permission slip and online registration done on time, you are going to be at the finish line working in the 5K registration booth, and we really, really need you there. It's from 5:45 until 6 o'clock. And I need to see those people to get another permission slip. They are Chris Lee, Jack Wilden, Emily Masto, Jerry Perkle, Jimmy Hernandez, Sasha Villashapko, and Kevin Navarro. If it turns out that we get more volunteers for the 5K registration, which is a new thing that we've taken on this year, then some of those people will be able to go down the coast. So if I called your name, please also come to the meeting at lunch so that you're up to speed on everything down there, and we hope that that will work out. We need some more parent volunteers. If you guys can encourage your parents to help on Friday during the school late afternoon days, actually starting just before noon until 6:15. There's 2 shifts. We need 4 people at each of those. Saturday, pretty much from 9 in the morning to 6 at night, we need some more volunteers. There's 3 different shifts. And then if we get more people for Sunday morning, we can free up a few more students to go down the coast. So I'll see most of you, the 30 of you who signed up at noon, at lunch, beginning of lunch in room 8. Thank you.
Alright guys, well I know we're running a bit late. I apologize for that, but I have something real quick to say. So after years of hearing the presidents just say, "Get to class," I want to say this. I hope each and every one of you have a fun and exciting, thought-provoking, learning-intensive, and reflection-oriented day. At the happiest place on earth!